Hey people, Injured here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Argus Desert Gate and Space Marines versus Eldar. For the blue Space Marine team, Taneli is an Apothecary support hero that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Alongside, DoubleCheckUrOrders is a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair, and rounding off the team is Katla's Force Commander. Very good offense, fighting in melee combat, some powerful support, disruption and tankiness. This is the Black Templars elite scheme, recolored grey. Red Eldar, two Farseers. First up is Lucidic, long time player, alongside here Mustafa 007 with the Oathway DLC. These ladies fighting melee combat with strong support abilities with powerful buffs and control. And rounding off the team here is Kickin's Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat, some powerful disruption and support. Another very long time player, Kickin. On the east side against that Apothecary, just waiting for that second Dar Avenger to join the fray, and he's going to push, I think. Riveting action in the mid as they stare at each other. And on the west side, a little bit of bolter fire. Little bit. The Eldar players just waiting for their third unit to join the fight kind of thing. Mustafa a bit late getting their second Dar Avenger squad out. Here we go. We're going to see the Warlock push now. Apothecary backs away as you'd expect. Ready to heal the tactical marines if needed. Banshees going after them with those power swords, but the shotguns came in. Close enough for the shotgun blast, but that also got them close enough to get shot up. Lost the model. A little bit of support from DoubleCheckUrOrders, but they now need to turn and fight some Eldar of their own. Shotgun blast again on the Banshees. Really helps them when they get those early shotguns. Farseer got in with their special attack, as you saw there. Scouts run away. Banshees run away. I don't think they lost the model, the Banshees. They didn't. Took a bunch of damage, but didn't drop a model. Tactical Marines did. Farseer did well then to get in as quick as she did using a fleet. Warlock capping the VP. And they will tickle the power here with those shuriken catapults. Meanwhile, west side, more shotguns. In fact, we're going triple scouts apparently with Katla. Two shotguns already up. These guys using their Kraken bolts because it looks pretty. Doesn't actually do any extra damage to the Dar Avengers. Only affects heavy infantry, which Eldar don't have until tier 2 Wraith Guard, potentially. Can they actually bash things? They might get one. I think they're going to get one. Well done, fellas. I wasn't even expecting you to get one generator there. I guess Space Marines take a while to get back into the field, eh? This cover is not great for the Tactical Marines. Customized Storm Bolter now for the Apothecary, and Purification Rites to help when those Banshees get on you. Scouts getting maybe a little bit too close on DoubleCheckUrOrders, but they can force their way through, I think. Yep. 2v1 against Kickin. Has to back off. Meanwhile, this is odd. Mustafa 007 being very idle in the mid. Cap the VP was perhaps waiting for a player to challenge them, but they all went to the east side. Banshees here of Mustafa 2. Might be able to set up a little flank. Rangers up for Lucidic and Rangers up for Kickin, and we did in fact see triple scouts for Katla. I think, did I just catch a message that wasn't intended? Left them on Overwatch or something? It happens. They've all got shotguns though. We'll see how it goes, I suppose. Power bash from the Space Marines, and here's a turret. So Eldar don't have jump troops, but they do have ways to deal with the turret, especially a Warlock who can get the Immolator Blade, but it looks like they're getting the Merciless Switchblade instead. They can also use Rangers to infiltrate Banshees, and they get into melee and can take down the turret. Turrets can't shoot at things that are in melee range. Immolator does a hell of a lot of damage to a turret, but we have the Merciless Switchblade, which is a fantastic weapon. It doesn't help you much against the turret. Flank here. Banshees eat a shotgun blast though. The War Shout was a bit late, didn't actually affect anything. No grenades. Oh, we do have a grenade here. Farseer gets in with a special. Destructor flies in there. Turret is making it hard for Kickin to approach though. Did they chuck their grenade? I don't think they did. And Devastator's here for Taneli, pushing up. Can lock down this power now. Or try to, I guess. It's going to have to be the hollow fields, I suppose, to get things close. They can also use it on the Dire Avengers to get close enough for a grenade and stuff. although the act of throwing a grenade will reveal them to the turret. Meanwhile, west side, shotguns everywhere. Those scouts are going to die, I think, if they get targeted. Yeah, I think they're gonna make it out. Down they go. Battle crying force commander trying to mop things up in the back lines. Grenade is dodged. Here come those rangers. Farseer is chasing down the scouts here. Can now turn and tie up those tactical marines perhaps, although big old retreat there. Meanwhile, east side, everything's infiltrated by the hollow fields, but I don't think they can get close enough to the turret. There's a grenade, 2 grenades. Unlucky not to take out 2 models there. Typically when you chuck 2 grenades, you want to chuck them on a different location. You throw one and then you throw one slightly behind it, because the first one makes them retreat and the second one hits them flush is the idea. Farseer's trying to face tank a turret. It's not going to work out for her. Has got Armor of Fortune and Spirit Stones, some good support war gear, as you'd expect from the support hero. Banshee's fleeting around, but this is going to be bad news. Not sure what these rangers are up to. Kinetic Pulse actually knocks down a Banshee. They can maybe chuck grenades over the wall here, but I suppose the Techmarine will just repair it. Yeah, just get the VP. Ignore that turret for now. It would have been so much easier if they had the Immolator Blade. Scouts are not capping. There we go. Needed to double check their orders, I suppose. Farseer's Armor of Fortune up here too. Pushing onto the power. Katla's dropped one of their scouts and goes tier 2, as we saw. Got shot down on retreat. Some of those energy shields going up. Gives you perfect cover. As long as it stays up, that is. Shotguns and Banshees. There's the war shout. There's the knockdown. Some of them were in the middle of attack animations, the Banshees, so they weren't actually knocked over. I mean, they decapped the VP at least. Rangers got jumped by Assault Marines. Grenades going in. Not sure what these dire defenses are doing. They're going to die now. Bit too over-eager to see the grenade. Yeah, Merciless Switchblade is really bad news for Assault Marines. Does big chunks of damage and drains their energies. They can't jump away. They lost 2 models there. Full auto now onto the Warlock's face. Triple cap though for the Eldar. This is just going to be a reinforcement drop pod, I think. Yeah. So that's an ability of the Techmarine himself, not the global one, which actually drops a tactical marine squad. That one just reinforces you. Still super useful, especially when you're reinforcing something that would have cost power like Assault Marines. Although typically you'd want it to reinforce more than just one squad, I think. It does cost like at least 100 red, I think. Banshees eat a grenade, but I'm able to just brute force their way through and finish off these scouts. Yes, they do. Katla's down to 3 squads. One of them a Plasma Cannon Devastator Marine squad. We have a Whirlwind on the way for Taneli, who's the eastern player. It's now all very blue over there. It's a very stable lane, the east side of Argus. You can really set up, you know, turrets and beacons and whirlwinds and setup teams and stuff. Compared to the west side of Argus, which is very unstable, you find yourself having to go mid pretty much every game, maybe even all the way over to the east side. But if you're the east player, not a lot of the time you'll have to go mid for large periods of time. Mustafa down to 2 units. Plasma Cannon very upset with these walls. Double cap for the Space Marines. Got a lot of VPs to make up. There's the triple. We see this so often. The Space Marines get to tier 2, even if they don't purchase units. They seem to just push on to another gear and start kicking ass a bit more. Ouch. Proximity mining retreat path blew up one of those Banshees into a fountain of blood, which was fun. I hear a war shout. What was that? It wasn't you guys, I don't think. Was it you? Yeah, it's probably you. Harassing those scouts. Not sure why the fast. Maybe she was just too far away and had to retreat. She had plenty of health. There's the Whirlwind doing its Whirlwind thing. Very good disruption, but not perhaps the most reliable in terms of accuracy. They did get the turret down. Most likely used the Rangers' hollow fields and got close to it and smacked it up. Banshees chasing Assault Marines. These ladies with the aspect of fleetness, so they can jump over objects as you saw there. And the Exarch gets mirror power swords. There she is. So lots and lots of power melee. Mastercrafted bolter up for double check your orders, and Artificer, but down he goes. We saw the mines from the Artificer earlier. Double cap now for the Space Marines. And the Eldar start to respond with Dark Creepers or something. Well, looks like they responded with Fire Dragons. Mustafa can certainly do some work, especially with the Farseer support. Whirlwind continues to annoy these guys. Tactical Marines now have a Sergeant. He gets the fancy standard. It's good in melee and ranged combat. Here's the push. Can they get through this disruption though? Effectively. Might have to hollow field them. Oh. Grenades wiping out the devastating Marines. That was Lucidic's double dire Avengers there. And we have a Terminator Force Commander. Maybe we'll see that big old heavy flamer. I don't think he had any other war gear, that Force Commander. We have Fire Dragons also for Lucidic, getting their Exarch. These two, only one of them has the Exarch on these two. Might get a revive here. Force Commander can't level anymore since he got the Terminator armor on, but can still revive stuff. There's the heavy flamer, 40 power for this thing. Not cheap, is it? Double Fire Dragons looking for a target. All of them get shotgunned. There's that Spirit Stone's heal, though there's spiritual rights. And hey, it's a Dreadnought. Double check your orders. It's got a Dreadnought stomping around. Katla down to 2 units, including the Force Commander. Well, 2 units other than the Force Commander is what I should say. Banshee's going to chop him up, or at least try. There's Armor of Fortune, giving the Fortune buff. Surprised he's not just using the Cleansing Flame at his feet kind of thing. Oh, there we go. What is the DPS on this thing? 27 flame DPS. That's a lot of flame DPS. I think like regular tactical marine flamers, aren't they? Like, oh, we can see over here. Yeah, almost 9. There's like 3 of those tactical marine flamers. And I think, I'm not sure about this, I think the AoE radius is a little bit larger. It certainly seems like it should be from the visual effect there. Might be able to get a power bash going on the west side, supported by this Dreadnought. Meanwhile, eastern side, we got Wraithguard up now for Kickin. He's had enough of this Whirlwind, because they won't be knocked over by the rockets, and they will make short work of it if those Wraith Cannons can hit. Aspect of Fleetness Banshees, not the ideal thing to be chasing a Whirlwind, but they scared it off, and now we're going to see a power bash. A pretty quick one too, thanks to the Wraithguard, I would say. Might be able to get all of it. Meanwhile, Space Marine trying to get a natural VP back. I think the Farseer decapped it of Lucidic. What is this? Is that Assault Terminators for Katla? It is. Farseer gets away. So Fire Dragons with their fusion guns will do extra damage to super heavy infantry of Wow. That Dreadnought did not last long with Doom on it from the Farseer. That was nuts. Triple Fire Dragons and Doom, and I assume Guide was on one of them maybe. That's what happens. The Dreadnought went down in literally about 3 seconds there. That was amazing. But yeah, as I was saying, that could also happen to the Terminators, because bonus damage from the fusion guns, because they're melter damage type, and Doom on them. Doom is awesome, I think. It's a cool weapon. 61 to 260. Grenade on the Warlock's face. They got the VP. Got all the power, though they didn't decap it. That's the Champion's Robe up for the Warlock. This is a Venerable, maybe? Let's double check your orders. It's actually Tactical Marines. He's teasing me. Banshees are there, though. They're just tying up the Wraith Guard. Banshee's not fighting them. They're leaving that to the Warlock. Good grenade then from those scouts. Maybe a little bit lucky not to kill one of their own models, but I mean, they went for it and it paid off. Space Marines get back onto the VP as a 2v1 against Kickin. Webway down here. Terminator Force Commander's being chased. Don't think they're going to make it out. There we go. Just a pistol shot to the face gets it done. Now a big chase on for the Assault Terminators. Can they teleport away? They can. For those that don't know, Terminators cannot retreat unless you're the Force Commander, of course. They all make fun of him for retreating all the time. Fire Dragons are trying to chase it. Maybe they can get one model. They're all firing on that one guy. Would be nice, I think, if they could figure out a way to give each individual model like a little health bar, or maybe just like a dot that changes color as they lose health, like starts out green, goes down to yellow, orange, red, just so you get a sense of which model has all the health, kind of thing. Would have been nice. 54 to 175 on the VPs, single now for the Space Marines. They are kind of reeling here, although Taneli's looking quite strong with Devastators, Vanguard Veterans and Stone Guard Veterans. And I mean, Katla's only got 4 units, but 2 of them are Terminators, including this fella. There's Doom on the Terminator Force Commander. The Assault Terminators are back at base. Lots of fusion guns. Looks like Doom ran out though as they caught up to him, just using his Power Fist to smack the Farseer around. Decap the wreck point here, maybe. Bunch of Eldar hanging out near the stairs. Plasma gun tactical marines that can shoot down the Wraith Guard pretty effectively. Got the Stern Guard with Hellfire rounds loaded in for the damage over time. And of course Vanguard will be good against the Wraith Guard. Just jump on them. Assault Terminators go for the VP. Just try to get a decap, I suppose. There's the Doom. And they're all firing on a single model mostly. Banshee's going in too. One of them fell. Got the decap. I mean, they're down to just 27 VPs. They needed that decap. Here comes the Terminator Force Commander now. Created some space and was able to turn around and smack the Banshees a bit. Kicking off in the mid. Banshees have found some Stern Guard. Can they finish them off? Did the Whirlwind save them? I don't think so. There's still one chasing, but she couldn't quite get it. Venerable Dreadnought dropped in by Double Check Your Orders. This guy is unique to the Techmarine. 1750 hit points and can charge around, which is fun. Now the special attack on those Dire Avengers. Getting absolutely messed up everyone now. Level 3 Warlock. Anything else for Lucidic? Oh, they both have Doombringer now. Got to get on this VP, I think, guys. Oh, they're on it. They already had it. Pay attention, Indrid. They already had it. Dire Avengers are getting it back. Space Marines also getting their natural back thanks to the Assault Terminators, who are quite low. There's a decent push for the Eldar. I don't think they lost... I mean, Lucidic lost their Fire Dragons and lost a bunch of models, but they got a Fire Prism on the way. Tier 3 now for Mustafa. Maybe get some Seer Council up. They would do a lot of damage to Assault Terminators that don't have claws. Although the Venerable would mess them up. But they got Fire Dragons for that guy. Surprised we saw the Venerable Dreadnought, seen as what happened to the previous Dreadnought. I guess it wasn't venerated. Here's another reinforcing drop pod. 27 to 70. Double cap for the Space Marines. They have the east side locked down, all blue. What the hell are you doing, Mr. Venerable Dreadnought? Just charged into death, basically. Doom goes down on it. And there's the Stoicism, I should say, which gives it 10 seconds of Super Dreadnought mode before it goes down. Maybe that was just to create some time and set up this little cap attempt. Maybe it was genius. Fire Prism knocks them off the cap though. Single cap for the Space Marines. Looks like Kickin is getting onto this VP. Autark's going to jump and disrupt those guys. She has her fusion gun. Or just could tie them up in melee. Is she kicking them? What is she doing? I think she's just kicking them. It's a lot of kicks. She does an elbow. Whirlwind and Plasma Cannon and grenades. I mean, good luck capping over here, guys. Champion's Robe is up. Doesn't stop you from getting ability knockback though from the plasma cannon. Meanwhile, Eldar get their natural back and just killed something. Was that a Vanguard veteran or something? No, I think that was a Stern Guard veteran. It was 18. Whoa. I was not paying attention to the VPs. That was so close. I was not paying attention at all. The Space Marines nicked it. Seer Council were up at the end. Look at the rosters of the Eldar. What a push at the end. Right there from Double Check Your Orders. Charging in that Venerable Dreadnought. Create some space to get the decap. Very, very close. Level 3 Apothecary, level 6 Techmarine, and that Terminator Force Commander, of course, with a level 5 Farseer, a level 5 Farseer, and a level 3 Warlock. Tense game. Good stuff. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and big thanks to these players for taking part in the Faction War event, and of course Impregnable for hosting such things. I will see you in the next one.